after around a half a year of consolidation, this Bitcoin chart, this Bitcoin short-term move on the daily could be the pivot point into the parabolic bull run that everybody's been waiting for in the crypto space. We're definitely going to zoom in on the charts and talk about Bitcoin price action in the short term, but I have compelling data on the total crypto market cap chart, as well as a zoomed out Bitcoin chart that I think just tells the story of what is getting ready to happen for crypto. Hit the subscribe, hit the like on the way in, and I want to go over this data. Let's just jump right into it. The first thing, I want to keep two things in mind as we actually start dissecting some of these charts. Chart-wise, we're going to start with the total crypto market cap chart, but two things to remember before we dig into this. Number one, Bitcoin returns, Bitcoin monthly returns. Two things on this chart. Keep in mind, look at October, which is coming up. October, historically, like one of the most bullish months for Bitcoin, historically. But we dig into this a little bit more. We have Crypto Rover over here. Actually, he just highlighted a very important piece of the chart. That is to say, the fourth quarter of Bitcoin halving years. So you can see 2020, look at all that green. You can see 2016 highlighted, look at all that green. So historically, the Bitcoin halving years, October obviously bullish. We're about to enter October in half a month or so. But historically, the fourth quarter of Bitcoin halving year specifically, green and very bullish, especially if you look at last cycle, 2020, incredibly bullish. That's number one. Now, I want you to keep in mind from a macroeconomic perspective, just this one piece of data. 86% of the time, the S&P 500 index posted positive returns 12 months after the initial rate cut. So as we're about to get a rate cut in September, keep that in mind. Keep the next 12 months in mind for markets. People are freaking out like we're just about to enter a bear market. Just markets are going to crash because of recession talk, all of this. But keep in mind, the data as it relates to markets is way different than the sentiment and how people feel. Markets are not the economy. Markets are not, just because we're in a recession, markets can't do well. And the data is very clear about that. So now that we have these two pieces of data, let me dig into some of this. First off, in terms of total crypto market cap, lately it's been a struggle for me just to like sit here and consistently be bullish. I explain all the time on the macro, all these different data points and reasons why I'm bullish, but I just found a really easy one, a really simple part of the chart that it doesn't actually make me even feel bad to be bullish. If you just look at the total crypto market cap chart, right? Here's Bitcoin halving, this yellow line right here. We're around 140 days after the Bitcoin halving, and you can see from all-time high on the total crypto market cap from back here to where we are at this point of the cycle, you can see we are down around 33%. Down around 33%. I said it's hard to be bullish because I think a lot of people are just like, man, we're struggling. This cycle is different. It's terrible. This cycle is terrible. Well, here's a very simple reminder. From this all-time high back in like 2017, 2018 to where we were at this moment last cycle, 140 days or so post Bitcoin halving, check this out. Down 50%. At this moment, last cycle, the total crypto market cap was down 50%. And this moment, this cycle, we're down 33%. We're doing better. We're doing better than we were at this moment last cycle. That's crazy to me. Put that aside. Put all these things we've talked about aside. And we start digging into things a little bit deeper. We go to a Bitcoin chart. I just want us to realize something else. That is to say, this consolidation, because this is a first. So we're taking everything we just talked about and the prospects of an incredibly bullish next 12, 18 months, 12 to 24 months, whatever you want to call it. This is a first. That is to say, Bitcoin broke all-time highs before the Bitcoin halving. And right now we're in this consolidation pattern through halving in a manner that has never happened. Now, the consolidation, I've mentioned this many times on this YouTube channel, the consolidation that's happening from a momentum perspective before the halving or going into the halving, you can see on this RSI, the slower moving momentum oscillator, I think this is probably the most bullish picture for this cycle that plays into this cycle that we could possibly have. And I want to explain why. And then I'm going to look at the total crypto market cap targets for this cycle, meaning how high could total crypto market caps go? What are those targets? But the reason why is I mention this often. We've not been an overbought post Bitcoin halving. To me, in a very simple illustration, this just says we've not had the parabolic bull run. And that's clear from the momentum oscillator here, the most clear illustration. But it's also clear if you just zoom out on a total crypto market cap chart, we've not even broken all-time highs from a total crypto market cap perspective. Yeah, Bitcoin broke its all-time high, but total crypto market cap has not even broken its all-time high. That is to say, we've not even had the parabolic move. We've not even had altcoin season, right? We can go to the Bitcoin dominance chart. We can zoom all the way out on the daily. Here's what it looks like. We've not had that moment that I think everybody's waiting for. So that's another piece of data. And I truly think, and look at this, we're approaching this red rectangle here. That's the lower high Fibonacci in a very similar time as last cycle when it topped out. This purple line really signifies historically after Bitcoin halving, that white line, when does altcoin season start? It's over here. So all of these things, even the economic data is coming together so nicely, lining us up for this potential bull run. And I want to highlight this. This was an article I just saw. $9 trillion asset management company BlackRock says that Bitcoin is a hedge against global disorder and geopolitical uncertainty. According to BlackRock, the asset could serve as a hedge against increasing global disorder and declining trust in governments, banks, and fiat currencies. There's an absolutely massive mega shift happening into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency markets. And right now, the total crypto market cap has been consolidating for around half a year. It is resetting, and we are entering, after years of waiting, by the way. I just want to say, all-time high was all the way back here in 2021. After years of waiting, sideways, bear market, whatever you want to call it, we're entering this zone, this most exciting zone for crypto markets. This is insane. So I want to talk about some targets on crypto, on the total crypto market cap chart. And then I just want to look at Bitcoin briefly on the short term to get a sense of the short-term price action that is occurring right now. So my targets are very simple in terms of the next leg up from a macro perspective. I have a soft target that I put here, which isn't that high, right? But it's that first major macro target. You will see total crypto market cap will be breaking all-time highs at this moment. And what that is a very simple 1618. So it's the last bull market high on this chart to the bear market low. And it's just this higher high area. It's around 4.5 trillion. If I have to zoom in to get it perfect, but it's around $4.5 trillion market cap. That's that first area for this chart. I want to point something out. That moment of last cycle, just to give you an idea, you can see this line right here. Look what total crypto market cap actually did around that area. It consolidated. It's a very nice target for any chart. This is a zoomed out weekly. That would be the target on this chart. And then the next target, the fun target. I put a little note there. It just says the fun target. The fun target would be the repetition of just a higher high in terms of the trend that the total crypto market cap is in. We have the swing high back here 2 cycles ago. Last cycle, we have the swing high. If we hit that upper trend line, you can just see a total market cap of, what are we looking at? Like $12.5 trillion. Notice this would be also kind of in this consistency from a time frame aspect, 530 or so days after Bitcoin halving, because this is around when crypto's topped in previous cycles. You can see 532 days, 539 days. So just averaging that could be longer, could be shorter, but around the end of September, towards the end of September, 2025, this is so in play. The crypto markets could absolutely explode. Let's zoom in on the Bitcoin daily chart and just talk about this move because it's important. I'm not going to spend too much time, but the move that we've been waiting for is actually happening. And there is no guarantee of success here. Bitcoin is contending right now, immediately, with the 20-day moving average. This is that first target. I've been saying nothing. This chart means nothing until Bitcoin gets above really all the moving averages. And the first area it has to even break through is the 20. And as I do this video right now, Bitcoin is there. So on the short term, it is incredibly important to see what Bitcoin does and how it operates in this environment. Just to give you an idea, if we open up our oscillators, Bitcoin has so much room and the indicators are going off. They're firing off that says, now is the time for Bitcoin to make the power move because the oscillators are ready. They are set. Look at the MACD, everybody. This MACD line just crossed above the signal line. We have our first green candle above 0 on the histogram. This isn't the end of a momentum move. We are at the very beginning of a powerful momentum move on Bitcoin charts. And now is the time for Bitcoin, I'm just going to say it, from where it is right now, to make the power move of 15 to 20% to the upper trend line. It needs to happen now. The momentum is set for this to happen. I'm not saying that it's going to be just a massive green candle and we're there tomorrow, but it's a story to start playing out now, I should say. We break above the 20, maybe there's resistance at the 50, and then we come back down and test the 20. This could fake us out for days, right? This might take till next week before we get the power move to the 200 at 64, right? This isn't an immediate thing, but the move should happen now. Otherwise, this entire area, and I'm talking just from the 50-day moving average around 60,000 down to 20-day moving average around 58,000, this entire area will prove to be resistance. And guess what? This could be a lower high for Bitcoin and we go back down. So the move is now for Bitcoin to make the power move. And the thing I want to point out is, yeah, it's been so much consolidation. How much longer is it just going to keep going and going? I want to point this out. This purple line is right here. We're entering now this environment where crypto does make a power move. And so I think the time for a breakout is getting very close. If it's not now, I think it'll be very soon. That could be even in an environment where we have to test lower trend line again. I just think crypto is getting ready to make a power move because all of these things are coming together really nicely in a bullish manner for the next leg up for Bitcoin. I want to put, and crypto markets, I want to point something out that is also a pretty bullish indicator to watch. Yeah, we have the 50-day moving average or the MACD line crossing the signal line down here in the MACD. I want to point out back here where Bitcoin did the same thing on the daily because it always starts on the daily, and the 20 got above that 50. We went into a 76% move to the upside. That next leg up after some consolidation. This consolidation has been even more grueling. Imagine a 76% move for Bitcoin, not in a week, but imagine the next move for Bitcoin being to $100,000 or so. This is all in play. We're going to keep tracking it. Be careful of resistance. Crypto is looking bullish to me. And because of these timelines that we just looked at, because of all data, I don't even feel bad saying it. It's just what I see, everybody. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I appreciate you. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.